under Uniform Commercial Code 440.2511 by tender of payment 2 and 3.
It's not applicable to this case.
And could you tell me why, Your Honor?
Because the UCC doesn't apply to this circumstance. Sir?
Yes.
I'm asking a very simple question. Good afternoon.
How you doing, Your Honor?
What's your name, sir? What is the claim in this case?
Judge, this is a non-payment of rent action with a money judgment being requested as well.
Welcome back, guys. This one's wild. Today we've got a sovereign citizen who decided rent is just a suggestion and tried to pay with some homemade currency that looks like it came out of a board game. Judge Simpson was having none of it and shuts this guy down so fast you'd think he was speedrunning the court docket. The guy seriously tried to argue with that his little fantasy check was legally valid, even though the US Treasury made it crystal clear only official legal tender, actual dollars, counts when it comes to paying debts like rent. Like, bro, you can't live in someone's house for free and then hit them with a sketchy envelope full of vibes and expect a thank you card. Be real. Should squatters like this be kicked out instantly? Or are there times you think they've got a point? Drop your hot take in the comments and let's dive in.
I'm showing that rent is due in the amount of $1,588, court costs of $217 for a total rent retained of $1,805.
And sir?
Yes.
How do you intend upon paying this?
So, Your Honor, I actually tendered payment to Group 5 Management on November 3rd. And my form of payment was refused.
Was what?
My form of payment, she refused payment.
What was your form of payment?
A cashier's check. I actually have the voided check here. And I'm asking for
You had a
yes.
Cashier's check. Let me see.
If this is also the refusal in the email from the landlord. All right.
Danny, do you know anything about the refusal of payment?
I do not, Judge. Obviously, I'm standing in for Mr. Weiss. I believe my client or the client was supposed to be on. My understanding was that it wasn't a cashier's check. It was a counter or a check. And the reason it would have been refused was because he's had more than 3 checks come back as insufficient funds. But I would ask if I don't see if he's on here, Judge.
From Randolph Court or Group 5 on the Zoom? We don't have anybody checked in.
We don't.
Email.
Judge.
Hang on, Ms. Zane. He has an email saying about the refusal. Well, it's a text message screenshot.
Yes, it's an email. I actually screenshotted it.
And it says,
if you're into courtroom chaos and sovereign citizens getting humbled in real time, make sure to hit the like and subscribe. It seriously helps out the channel and keeps the madness coming. Plus, every time you hit that like button, a fake legal argument gets denied somewhere in America. Alright, enough of that. Let's get back to watching this guy try to outsmart the entire justice system with a document that probably still had printer ink drying on it. You don't want to miss what happens next.
from a somebody with the last name of Aslam, ASLAM, indicating that they received a rent check in the sum of $1,238, which the check that he showed me was in the form of an over-the-counter check. However, must be certified funds. And then, second page, as the system will not accept this, maybe. But
yeah, just my notes on the ledger show counter check, which is a check that's not. It's one of the ones they give you from the bank, and so again, that's the position I was taking, anyways. It was refused.
So, sir,
yes.
Is there a reason why you can't get certified funds to the landlord?
Well, they actually accepted December's rent from the same check, Your Honor, from my bank.
Okay, but if
well, because it costs, and my defense is that under Uniform Commercial Code 440.2511 by tender of payment 2 and 3.
It's not applicable to this case
And could you tell me why, Your Honor?
because the UCC doesn't apply to this circumstance.
I'm sorry?
The UCC doesn't apply to this circumstance.
It's a commercial transaction, Your Honor.
The UCC does not apply.
Okay. So where could I find this at that says that this isn't a commercial transaction?
That would be your assertion. I'm telling you it doesn't apply to this.
Just for my understanding that the Uniform Commercial Code governs all commercial transactions in commerce. And so based off of this law, tender of payment is why my defense is that once the tender of payment was refused, at that time, the charge or the total amount was discharged.
Even if you were to do that analysis, you can't then have unjust enrichment, which means that you want to move.
I'm sorry?
You can't have unjust enrichment, so you'd have to move because you can't have the apartment and not pay.
No, I mean, I paid the rent. They took the exact form of payment in December.
Sir, are you going to tender a check or no? Or certified funds to them?
I will tender payment.
Are you going to tender certified funds for the 1805?
Look, we've all been through rough patches, rent sneaks up, the fridge is empty, and you start budgeting like you're in a survival video game. But this guy, he whipped out a fake legal check like it was some kind of golden ticket from Willy Wonka's rent factory. I seriously think he expected the judge to pause, look at the document, and say, "Wow, sir, this is revolutionary. Welcome to your forever home." These sovereign citizens live in a universe where real laws don't apply, but their self-printed fantasy books somehow do. And what's funnier is they always act shocked when no one else is buying it. Like, bro, you're trying to pay rent with a piece of paper that looks like it was designed in Microsoft Paint. Honestly, at this point, Michigan courtrooms are starting to feel like open mic night for delusional legal theories. Someone needs to start selling popcorn outside these hearings because the drama is premium.
So, Your Honor, my rent is $1,238, and just the extra $700, $600. I'm not sure where it's coming from, but if they accepted the rent payment and from my bank in December, I don't know why they wouldn't accept it now. They refused November and then they accepted December.
Sir?
Yes.
I'm asking a very simple question.
Yeah.
Are you going to tender certified funds to them in the amount of 1805?
I will surrender. I will submit funds.
Certified funds to them.
I plan to. It costs me to do certified, so I would.
As does
I would
the
like
NSF transactions that they've had in the past. So that is my question to you. Are you going to submit certified funds
I'll submit certified funds.
in the amount of 1805?
I like to debate that amount because I'm not sure where that amount's coming from. My rent is $1,238. In court costs, I'm not sure where the other $600.
All right, here's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Defendant to submit $1,238, which at this point is the undisputed amount in certified funds to the landlord no later than December 29, 2023. And then we will look at the disputed amounts. I will adjourn this matter to January 5th, 2024 at 2 p.m. And I would just note to you, Mr. Smith, that if those funds aren't in, I'm not hearing any additional argument. I will be granting a judgment, which will be for their full amount, plus what will at that point be January's rent.
Your Honor, also, the 4th I have to work. So every time that I'm coming here, I'm having to take off of work. And
Sir, I cannot help that.
I mean, is there a way that we can? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I wouldn't be surprised if this guy pops up in court again, like, Your Honor, I paid them with a freedom bond I downloaded off of Reddit. Like, bro, that's not how rent works, and it's definitely not how money works. You can't just make up a currency and expect the legal system to play along like it's improv night. Under federal law, specifically 18 U.S. Code 514, passing off fake checks or made-up financial instruments is a serious crime. That's not quirky or clever. That's the fast lane to getting fitted for an orange jumpsuit and losing access to real currency for a long, long time. And I gotta ask, what is going on in Michigan lately? It's like every other courtroom freakout is coming straight out of there. One guy's waving around fake checks, the next is yelling about maritime law like the courthouse is a pirate ship. Do you guys have a sovereign citizen boot camp in someone's backyard up there? I mean, it's starting to feel like the unofficial state motto is, I do not consent. I swear it's either in the water or there's a secret group chat of people just daring each other to show up to court with a fake title deed and dream. Anyways, let's wrap this one up. Judge Simpson handled that chaos like a pro. Calm, sharp, and absolutely not here for fantasy finance. Let me know what you think in the comments. Was the judge too patient, or did he serve the exact energy this guy needed? And if you enjoy watching legal logic get absolutely destroyed in real time, hit that like button and subscribe. And stick around. I post new videos every day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.